What will happen in the next 30 years?
April 20th, 2023. SpaceX's massive Starship launched from Texas on its first full test.
As the world's most powerful rocket ever built flew higher in the sky, it suddenly burst into flames. But it wasn't much of a disappointment for many. Some people even cheered as the explosion played out in front of them. Why? Because the rocket wasn't supposed to succeed. Instead, the whole job of the test is to find out what goes wrong and help us improve Starship's reliability. The key breakthrough is that Starship will be fully reusable and capable of carrying up to 150 metric tons of payloads to orbit. Let's hope that in 2024 SpaceX will send the first supplies to Mars. Giant Magellan Telescope 2025. In 2025, the Giant Magellan Telescope is scheduled to be completed. It will be the largest observatory in the world. It is 10 times the resolution power of the Hubble Space Telescope. Advancements in AI 2026. In 2026, artificial intelligence will be everywhere, which could lead to enormous changes in society. We do look forward to achieving perfect collaboration between AI and humans. AI will begin to serve as teachers, cooks, pharmacists and other professionals, diagnose and treat patients, manage factories, transportation and analyze massive quantities of data. Artemis Moon Landing 2027. In 2027, we will possibly see SpaceX provide a second crewed landing demonstration mission as part of NASA's Artemis 4 mission, conducting more science on the surface of the moon than ever before and preparing for crewed missions to Mars. In 2028, to stop climate destruction in its tracks, carbon and other greenhouse gas emissions must be cut to zero, and forests must remain standing to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So, our energy system is transforming. New solar and wind investments are usually cheaper and popular than natural gas and coal. Summer Olympics 2029. In 2029, the Summer Olympics will be hosted in Los Angeles, California. The cities of San Francisco and Los Angeles will be connected by a high-speed rail line that can transport people from one to the other into just 2 hours and 20 minutes. The new Space Race 2030. China has plans on launching their own manned mission to the moon sometime during this decade. Russia has plans on landing their own cosmonauts on the moon in the year 2031 as well. Breakthrough Starshot 2036. In 2036, the Breakthrough Starshot program, proposed by Hawking in 2016, starts to launch, with thousands of tiny spacecrafts the size of a coin sent into space, some of which will fly towards Alpha Centauri, the closest star to the solar system, to see if there is any extraterrestrial life there. Metaverse 2038. By 2038, the functions of Metaverse get more developed. The Metaverse is a virtual reality computer-generated environment in which you can interact with other users through AI and hologram screen. It will be able to offer a full virtual experience that includes education, social, shopping, travel and almost everything you can image, just right from your own home. Electric cars 2040. In 2040, Europe will have completely banned the sale of all gasoline and diesel vehicles. The majority of automobiles will be electric. More and more automobiles will become driverless. Population of the world 2042. In 2042, the world population will have probably reached 9 billion. Climate change 2045. By 2045, the glaciers at the North and South poles of Earth melt extensively. Global warming intensified. Tens of millions of people around the world facing impacts from drought, storms, rising sea levels and extreme weather. Climate change has been a global crisis that impacts every single person and living being on this planet. Nuclear power 2048. By 2048, renewables are expected to provide nearly 1/3 of all world electricity. But that's not all. As solar and wind began to dominate the energy sector, fusion power will rise. It will work by creating a fusion power plasma inside an experimental machine. In the future, we could have fully functional fusion power plants, operating more efficiently than any other power source in history. Environmental conservation 2053. By 2053, fortunately, our efforts in environmental conservation over the past 30 years have paid off, allowing us to continue living on this beautiful planet. Meanwhile, we are fully prepared for the Mars colonization and ready to build our new home. So, let's make sure to work as hard as we can in the present to make our future the best one that we can possibly imagine.